Hi friends, my name is Rads, and if you're watching this video, that means you are wanting to hold an event here in beautiful, far North Queensland, Port Douglas. I would love to showcase the menus that we have and run you through the processes that it will take for you to secure services with Port Douglas Catering and Events. So come with me and I'll show you how this works. So the quote that you're looking at, I will run you through the menus and options that you have available to you. As you can see, our first option here available is the plated menus. Now this option is a choice of 2 entrees and 2 mains. This is served to your guests alternately to the table. So you can see here some pictures that we have, example pictures. Now these pictures are real life pictures which of meals that have just been prepared and served to guests shortly after. So they aren't photoshopped, they're actually real meals that we serve. You will see if you scroll down, there are plenty of options for you to choose from, and again we will help you in choosing things that are going to work with your guests. So you can see 2 entrees and 2 mains. Now with this service, I do have to say that it is a 2-hour service. So from when the entree goes down to the table, after your guests have eaten the meals, clearing, and for the next main course to come out, it is a 2-hour process. So that's just something to keep in mind when we start the planning process of your event. So that was your alternate drop menu. You can select just by ticking the box if that's the option that you choose. We are now going to run through our table banquet feasting menu. Now this menu is designed to do serve to the center of the table as a family share style. So this allows the guests to have as little or as much as they like. Now as you can see, it says there that you have the option of picking 1 seafood dish. So for example, you can choose the barramundi, the nanigai, Spanish mackerel, or beautiful fish that we source locally. These are all served with a shaved fennel, pickle, citrus salad, and really fresh as well. So second, you've got the choice of protein. Again, plenty of dishes there for you to choose from. And then underneath that, you have your side dishes. So 2 dishes to choose from. Got beautiful baked pumpkin with salsa verde, some pickled green papaya salad, and then on the table, you will receive the mescalin salad and the bread as well. Now this is served to every 8 guests, so they get these beautiful platters in the middle of the table and they can share. Once again, you don't have to pick the seafood option. You can have 2 meat options. This is only designed just to eliminate a lot of dietaries. For example, if you have guests that can't eat meat, they have the seafood on the table, and the guests that can't have seafood have the meat option. So if you're happy with this menu, you can just tick on the left and select, and we can go from there and start planning and working on how we can create a dish that works for the whole menu. We do also offer additional extra services. Our pre-dinner canapes on arrival is a great way to start. This is when the guests first enter the event or reception, and they are welcomed with drinks, and while you're away for photos, they can enjoy canapes and cocktails during sunset. This is the $18 is a choice of 3 canapes. Again, we can help you with that to design a menu that is, works with your dietaries and flows with the rest of your menu. The other option that we have available as an addition is the grazing table. This is a great wow factor. When your guests first arrive, the table's all set, ready to go, and the guests can help themselves. This is a great option if you didn't want to have vegetarian options on your canapes. Vegetarians are then catered for here as well. You will see below, there will be things that we have to have on site. So you can see the off-site kitchen build. Now this is something that is legally required for our off-site catering license, as most venues that we go into do not have kitchens. So this involves us bringing in marquee setups, ovens, cooking equipment, and everything that's required to cook your meals on site. Secondly, you'll see the showrunner coordinator. Now this person is the person that is running the whole event. They'll be there from start to finish, liaise with your MCs, entertainers, all the staffing that are on site. They are the first aid officer also, and they hold a RMLV and alcohol service as well. So if anything was to happen, they would take care of that. Event staffing the quote is based on the amount of work that is quoted for. So once again, it's above what you would pay. It's always below that amount. Obviously, the quote that you're looking at is quoted for 5 hours, and we would have to adjust that if we were, for example, to go with a 7-hour event. It all depends on what is required for your event and how much much work and how many hours the staff do. So this is going to change, but most likely never more than the amount that has been quoted. We also have if you see our terms and conditions and deposit and event styling and theming, this is all I'll run through with you shortly in my next video. Please feel free to email me with any questions that you have, and obviously it is all subject to change. So if there is meals or things that you want that are a little bit different and not our menu, please give us a shout and let us know, because we can design menus. Our chef is constantly updating and sourcing and putting fresh produce on our menus. I will now run you through all of our beverage options for you and packages that we offer. So as you can see, with both our package and BYO option, which is bring your own, we do provide the whole service, which means this will come with all the inclusions that you can see there: liquor license, public liability insurances, removal of rubbish. This is a cool room that will be taken on site, all the glassware that is needed for your event, also all the staffing and tray service and bar service that is required. Let me run you through our beverage package that we offer. So 5 hours of service is what we have got here showing you on this package that we've got. So packages are great if you are time poor and you not from this region. So it is a lot of work. It is literally no stress for you. All you have to do is the hard part of choosing what you'd like to have at your event. With the packages, how I like to tell you to look at it is by dividing the hours of service to the dollar amount. So for example, if you're having a 5-hour function and you divide $40, so that means for $8 per person, your guests can drink as much as they like for the hours that you're having service for. So if $40 may seem like a lot, but when you divide it by the hours of service, it is actually not a lot. So most of the restaurants or pubs that you go to, you can't get a drink for $8 this day and age. So it does work out well where, you know, the boys can have 4 beers in the first hour and it's costing you $8. We have amazing packages here. So this is our basic house package. As you can see, this is the Arte range that we have. You have a choice there of 1 sparkling, 1 white, 1 red, a couple of beers and soft drinks and water. And the reason why we do it as 1 red, white and sparkling is this is so we can always have your guests topped up and make sure that we're not constantly asking them what grape they're drinking. So for example, if you were to have, you know, Chardonnay and Sauvignon Blanc, our staff would just be constantly saying, are you drinking Sauvignon or are you drinking Chardonnay? Whereas if we have the one type, the staff just walk around and top up the whole time. So with our packages, this is great. So if it's a sit-down wedding or a stand-up, sit-down is always tray service and table service, and if it's a stand-up cocktail party, our staff are constantly walking around and topping up drinks. So with this package, again, if you do, you know, if you wanted to add on, hey, we would love to have some rosé included in this, that's completely fine. We can do that for you as well. So all we have to do is ask that question. The next package we have is P2C Premium Package. So this is just a little bit more premium wine to the Arte package. Now, all these wines, your guests will not know these wines as they are only sold to big function event companies. So they won't have had these wines seen at Dan Murphy's or at the bottle shop. So we obviously, if you do want to try any of these wines, please let me know and I can organize that for you and send it to you, or you can pick it up from my base here in Port Douglas to try before you decide on what wines you like. So again, P2C Premium Package is exactly the same as the basic. You've got your choice of red, white beers and soft drinks. These are just some beers that I have written on there, but if you would like something different, or if your partner who always has a say in the beer, most importantly, they would like something else, and definitely we can organize that for you as well. Lastly is our beautiful deluxe package. I love this package. It's got beautiful wines on there, and again, if you divide the main amount per person by the hours, it actually works out to be not much at all, and also less than restaurants and bars these days. So with this one, we have the added addition of rosé, more beers, and a cider option as well, but happy to chop and change wherever you like. You can see all these wines. Now, these wines are premium wines, so your guests will have seen these wines at, you know, restaurants and bottle shop. They are beautiful wines to have. Again, if you would like something a little bit out of this, we can source that for you. We have a beautiful wine supplier that can help us with that kind of thing. We also have the options of, obviously, a great way to start your event is with a pre-dinner cocktail. So we can again organize this and give you options to have the cocktails that we can prepare for you. There are a couple of ways around this. Obviously, when we start working with your budget and seeing how much money we have towards beverages, I can design cocktails that we can make for for you for $10 per person. Some mojitos, Aperol Spritz, Pimm's Cups. These are great refreshing drinks that are really, really easy to make, as we are at an off-site location, so we don't actually have like a proper bar and things like that. It's all, you know, bought in, and just it's great for the aesthetics, but you know, you've got to you don't want people lining up at the bar to get a drink made, so we want as many drinks that we can do pre-made and that guests can drink straight away. Spirits are a great one as well. Spirits packages are really, really hard to quote, so what I usually say to my clients is we are happy to serve spirits, which we usually do after main meals, but what we do is you buy the spirits and we'll serve it for you. This is the least inexpensive way of doing it, and all this involves is you buying straight bottles from Dan Murphy's or any bottle shop, and then we would provide all the soft drinks and mixes and serve that to your guests. What I will do now is run you through our BYO option. Now with a BYO option, again, it is inclusive of all the things that you see there. So that's the, you know, glassware, the offsite call room eskies, the liquor license. So that's all inclusive with a BYO. BYO means you bring your own. So this is, a lot of people think it's the cheaper option, but it's not. It is a lot of hard work. It's time consuming, because when you arrive here in Port Douglas, then you have to go pick up your alcohol, as we don't actually have one of those big wholesale companies like Dan Murphy's in their region. So 1 hour away in Cairns, you have Dan Murphy's where you can, they do charge a lot of money for a delivery service. So sometimes a lot of our clients choose to pick up the alcohol themselves, which does end up taking a whole day, even though it seems like it wouldn't, but it does. And this will then be brought to my sheds where I can store ahead of time. They will then organize, put into our call rooms and take on site. All this alcohol then will be served. Again, I do have cheat sheets that I can send to you as to how much you need, so don't stress if you do want to go with the BY option. I can help you with how much is required for your event and how many hours service you're doing. With the $25 per person, obviously that's the inclusion, so glassware, rubbish, you know, all that kind of stuff, call rooms and tray service and equipment. With the BYO, this is something that a lot of companies don't do that you go with. They will leave everything on site at the end of the night and tell you that you have to now take it home with you. And it's really, really hard when you've got guests drinking on site and you don't want anyone driving or you don't have a vehicle. What we do for you is we bring everything back to our sheds. We organise and have it ready for you to collect whenever you're ready. Most people do have a, you know, after party the next day, so we can keep all your drinks chilled for you to pick up the next day or whenever you're ready. So that is a great option for you and taken care of from start to finish. BYO, you can pretty much serve anything you like, up to you, whatever you buy. Same again with spirits. We will serve the spirits for you. The only thing that we don't do at our events is shots, unless you want to do like one shot, you know, during arrival or for a special occasion. But shots, being excessive drinking at events, it makes it really hard. So shots is something that we just don't do. Thank you so much for letting Port Douglas Catering and Events showcase our food and beverage menus to you. We are very passionate and love what we do for our industry here in Port Douglas. So if you are happy with the quote that I have provided you, please accept the quote, send me an email. We can personalize everything for you and create an event that is so memorable for you, your family and your friends, something that you won't forget. And I ensure that we would work as a team to make it as stress-free and as amazing as you can ever think of. So I'll speak to you soon. Call me, email me. Bye.